Alright, boys, listen. I just got back from a damn 4-hour drive. You know, I went to a wedding. It was pretty cool. But we're back. I'm really tired too because I was the one who drove there and back. I'd be making the long trips whenever we have to make them. But, yeah, we're here. We got some, as you can see by the title, an interesting topic. As always, you know, I'm here to cover it. Alrighty. So the person started out by saying, unfortunately, there's not a lot of replies. It is what it is. It didn't take off, but I couldn't resist, bro. Look at the title, bro. This is the best, man. All right. So he's calling it. That's why Bannerlord is absolutely unplayable, in my honest opinion, of course. All right. All right. So he says, frankly, only one moment making me vomit from this game. Really, dog? You gonna be that dramatic? You're one moment away from vomiting from this game? Okay. One very small moment. Battles, and that's why. Alright, listen, first of all, look, I'm gonna say how it is. Y'all go take it how y'all want it. But, I don't think any game has perfect combat. I don't think we're there yet. Now, this is not cope to be like, oh, this is why you're just protecting their combat system. There is flaws in their combat system. That's what I'm trying to get at. There's flaws in every combat system. But at the same time, there is not, how can I explain this? There aren't battles in any other game like there are in Bannerlord or even Warband. You know what I mean? It just, they're not like in any other game. The armies that you can actually control, kind of just like the you know, the immersion feeling like of actually being in that battle, commanding your, there's nothing like it. You know what I mean? Name me another game. You know, we have all those games where it's like more close up. You're playing as one of the guys versus another guy. I forgot the exact names of all these. I know Chivalry 2 just came out. But there's just not a game that's like, you know what I mean? There's not a game's battle or combat system that's like Bannerlord's. That's all I'm trying to say. There are flaws in it. And I'm pretty sure he's going to go over a lot of the flaws right now. But I don't think it's a bad system. I think obviously more fixes have to be made, and the devs are making more fixes. They have stated that this is currently a work in progress. But hey, I think it's a pretty good system. I don't know. I like it. I feel like I've never played battles and stuff like that like I have in Warband and now in Bannerlord. It hasn't happened. You know what I mean? Like in any other game, I haven't had that same feeling. Like even games like how can I explain it? For example, what is that? Shadow of War. It's right here. Hold on. The Middle Earth Shadow of War. So that game, it has like a siege mechanic, but it's very scripted. And what I mean by that, it's like the AI follows a certain path. Also, the AI gets drastically cut down in numbers after the cutscene happens. And it's just like, it doesn't feel as like immersive, right? Like the soldiers rushing in, they have to kind of wait for you to beat the boss in specific areas. But in like Bannerlord, it's just like, even if you stand all the way back, the siege is going down. You can partake in it, or you don't have to partake. It's just that type of feeling. I don't know how else to explain it. It's a very unique kind of like gameplay. Alrighty, so first one is, there's literally no AI targeting system. So I'm guessing this is I hope he's not talking about like the thing that most games have, like that's like a lock onto a character so you can 1v1 them. But I really hope that's not what you're saying, bro. I really hope that's not what you're asking for. I'm going to keep it honest with you. Yes, some people like that, but this isn't the game for it. You know what I mean? This isn't like an action, like kind of like, you know what I mean? Like an action adventure game where you do like some sick moves, 1v1, like, or like a Batman Arkham Asylum type of game. That's not how it is. There isn't supposed to be any targeting system. You know, it's supposed to be you aiming and you kind of, you know what I mean? It's like that type of feeling. You have a lot more control. It's not like someone's doing it for you. And then he says, as I told before, only one enemy mounted guy turning around all my effing army while archers shooting their butts. So he doesn't like mounted archers. Okay, okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna be honest with you. They've gotten significantly weaker. I think modern units have had their nerfs over the course. They are still the stronger units. Obviously, it's even like historically speaking, cavalry. It's a whole horse. Like, you know what I mean? Like a human's strong, but like, you ever seen a human get kicked by a horse? They're pretty strong, and they run pretty fast. They can carry stuff. They're pretty OP, man. You know what I mean? So cavalry is just a little bit better than infantry. It's what can I say? I think it is a little bit overdone. Well, it was a little bit overdone. I don't think it's that bad anymore. I just think the only thing they really need to finish adding is like a skirmisher class that actually is effective against cavalry, like very effective. Once that's added, I think the balance is going to be there perfectly. Like I said, I don't even think they're as OP as they used to be. They used to be a lot stronger. Mounted archers used to be insane in the earlier patches. But then we saw damage fixes, how much ammo they had fixes. They've had definitely some nerfs to it. Well, they might have been small, but they added up over time. Next, as far as it's not turn-based strategy, there's literally no possibility to control my army. Same computer do. Mounted archers left flank, cavalry right flank, infantry shield box formation, then move archers here, and then there, then over there, doing all this stuff simultaneous. I can't say that word. I can't say that word, man. God damn it, man. Simultaneously? I think that's how you say it. But listen, just lower the difficulty, bro. It's okay, bro. You don't have to come up on here and be like, listen, man, the game is a little bit too hard. I get what you're saying. It might be overwhelming, but you do kind of get the finger movements and the keys down where you can actually do all those orders pretty quickly too, since you can pretty much shout out orders as other orders are being given. There's no like cooldown on orders. So it's possible to do all those things in a good, literally like probably like 6-7 second interval if you get all the keys down. It's just memory. You memorize it. I don't think that's a problem with the game. I'll be honest with you. Next, cavalry is the most annoying, useless unit I've ever seen in any game. Well, how can you say they're the most useless if right here you say one guy took out your whole army? He sounds pretty resourceful, man. Oh no, man. I don't know. Listen, this post, I'm sorry I'm treating this post kind of like as a joke. It's just the way he wrote it, man. You can tell there is genuine frustration over something that just doesn't need to be frustrated over. Yeah, there's little problems that he's kind of mentioning, but at the same time, it's just like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Alrighty, he must have tried out the new Iron Man mode. You know what I'm saying? And once he got into one of these battles that he lost, it was all over, bro. He couldn't go back to the save. He couldn't redo the save. It was over. The progress was gone. He said, "Let me get on the forums real quick, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta let these people know, man." Okay. It'd be really good. Listen, boys. I will literally look. If one of you guys that have been in the previous animes, I know you guys watch my videos occasionally. I don't know. Sometimes y'all comment on it, kind of get upset. There's people who literally like comment some stuff like, "Here's your daily dislike from the forum user." Da 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 da. It's kind of weird, but hey, at least you're interacting with the video. Appreciate you. But listen, I need one of you boys out there who are very adamant and very, as y'all call yourselves, professional warband veterans. Make a YouTube channel, bro. Do an Iron Man hardcore walkthrough. Bro, I just want to see all the emotion pour out. It'll be a good series, bro. I'll promote it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll promote it. But you guys have to prove to me that you are, top 5 in the forum anime. You know what I mean? There's a good top 5. There's a good, you know what I mean? I say top 7. I think there's like 7 dudes who really put their work into the forum post. But hey, one of you guys make a YouTube channel, man. Do it. Let's go. I'll promote it, bro. Come on. I'd love to see it. Alrighty, so I'm serious. I think it would be a good series. But alright. He says cavalry is the most annoying, useless units I've ever seen in any games. All my bunch of 30 mounted, boop, running around the battlefield, following only one same, boop, oh my goodness, mounted enemy units who chaotically moving in random directions, completely ignoring archers and infantry. Well, it depends what you hit, man. If you hit F1, F3 and made them charge, they're going to kind of charge, you know what I mean? But if you kind of make them go around the flank, you know what I mean, or follow you and you go around, they'll be more in unison. You know what I mean? There's commands for that. Then he states, physics is totally, boop, up to, I'm sick and tired doing 25 to 35 damage with my huge axe from my horse to infantry and archers. With weapon skill 150, this is pure, boop. Okay, listen, the reason, it's not physics. The reason is you missed. I know, listen. So look, when you first start out playing, especially as a mounted character, you got to get into it. You got to really get into it cuz like in the beginning, you know, and hey, there's videos of me just like absolutely missing so many times on the horse. You got to get that rhythm going. You got to know exactly when to start swinging, by how far and how fast you're going towards your target, and kind of like the angle of it as well. Because if you miss the angle, it's not just gonna, just because he's on the right side of your horse as you're riding past him, doesn't mean you could hit anywhere on the right side of the horse and be like, oh, that counts as a hit. It has to actually hit his physical character as well. There are hitboxes. If you miss those hitboxes, it's not going to be a hit. You know what I mean? It's not like one of those things where the hitbox is way bigger than the character, so therefore, even if you hit kind of in the air above the head, it's going to count. It's going to count as a headshot. There's no like assist like that. Like you have to actually nail the target. It does take some time to get used to, but the 25 to 35 damage is usually because you like chipped away at them. It wasn't really a direct hit, something along those lines. But yeah. And then he states, archers are the only playable and totally OP units in the game, and looters with unlimited stones too, of course. They shooting without missing and doing absolute inadequate damage, even though my 65 body armor with 2/3 damage settings, lol. I agree, they're pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie to you, they're pretty strong. Yeah, they're pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think they're OP. You get an army full of shield people, it's over, dog. You know, listen, if all you have is archers and you get like a good hefty army with a lot of shields and even a lot of cavalry, you'll still do damage, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? If you play it right, you'll win it. You know what I mean? There's ways to play it right with archers. But let's say you choose like the charge mechanic, you're gonna get messed up, bro. And then lastly, wait a minute, 2/3 damage settings. Dog, there's no way you're raging this hard, bro. You're not even playing like on full damage settings, man. Come on now, man. You're playing at come on, man. Oh my goodness, bro. Listen, this dude who made this thread, bro. Just play hardcore Iron Man mode next time, alright? Just do it, bro. Try it out. Come back to the forums. I want to hear your experience. I'll make another video, please. I want to hear it. Alright, and then he ends it off by saying, buying armor and leveling characters almost useless processes. Because even in the best armor, some tier 1 bum with axe will 2-3 shot you, as well as a tier 1, tier 2 archer. Not saying even about two-handed guys, one shot and GG. I agree and disagree. In some ways, yeah, if you play it completely wrong. But I think that also gives a charm. I've said this before. I like in Bannerlord and Warband where you like the mechanics are pretty basic, but there is really good timing that you can have, and really good kind of like skill and kind of like knowing exactly how to swing, how to block, how to fake. Where you like if you go in multiplayer right now, there are some people who literally just play multiplayer all day and they will destroy you in a 1v1 or in any situation possible. They will destroy you. You could have the most OP build, they could have the most worst build there is, and they will destroy you because of how much knowledge they have on the combat. Like I said, while it's a very simple concept, there's people who have mastered to the point where it's just like, Jesus Christ, dog. You can't even touch them. You literally can't. They will block every single hit, and they will hit you when you think you're fully blocked. You know what I mean? But no, I like that whole. Maybe they should be buffed a little bit more. But then again, I don't want to. Once I have end game armor, I could just run in there and just take like 7 arrow shots. I still want to play as if I'm being cautious because it makes sense. You know what I mean? I can't like kings back then didn't just arrive to a battle in like their full armor, playing all that stuff, and they just ran out in front and were just like, you can't even touch me with those wooden arrows that you guys got. Like, no, you still play it safe. You still play it smart. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think a small buff, maybe, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. And then he goes, Dear devs, just tell me, please, is this fixable or should I just abandon all hope? Uh, no. I think you need some work on your combat. You know what I mean? It's not talking down or anything like that. You just, some stuff that you need to work on in terms of combat. Mounted units, put some in your army, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to help your army. They are better, but again, it's the whole horse. AI targeting system, that's just not how, the combat's done here. It's different. People like it, people dislike it. I don't like targeting systems. I kind of like the charm of how combat works here. But that's my opinion, you know what I mean? Maybe people have other opinions, but I think, Bannerlord has nailed warband combat in a very good way, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't got too many complaints. The armor thing, yeah, it could be a little bit buffed, not gonna lie to you. And then, he also said the leveling character is a useless process. It's not. You could get some really good builds nowadays that all the perks are working. There are really some good perks that can give you some very, very strong abilities. You just gotta go and actually read into, what they exactly do. But they are very good. But yeah, I think a lot of this is fixable on your end. You know what I mean? Again, some stuff can be fixed, but memorizing the commands, getting a little better combat. You got this, bro. Don't give up, man. You got this. But alright. I'm very surprised. He said nothing about CJI or anything like that. You know what I mean? Hey, good on you, man. Not repeating the same talking points as everybody else. I like it, man. I like it. Alrighty, boys. See you in the next one. Stay safe.